Welcome out to the Snow College pregame report to the Sphere Valley Center, the first day of the 1A state basketball tournament. I'm Mike Ahlstrom alongside Tyler Gibb. Elizabeth Ahlstrom producing, Austin Owens on the stats, and Ozzie and Cullen Pace on the camera. This game features the number one ranked Rich Rebels. They come in 17-3 on the season. ICS is 6-13. Rich scores 47 points a game. They allow 33. ICS they only score 35 points a game and they allow 48. So this should be an interesting matchup as we go through their starters and their leading scorers. First for ICS, they will be the designated visiting team, Elena Lunsford,
Ellie Menning, Jenna Wanner, McKenna Stoddard, and Brinley Smith are the starters for the Lions.
So Brinley Smith averages 5 points a game, McKenna Stoddard 13, Ellie Menning 5, Rebecca Warner. Is it Warner or Warner? W-A-N-N or W-A-R?
N-N.
N-N, Warner. 4 points a game, and Lunsford has 6. And for the Rich Rebels, you've got Darlene Peterson averages 8 points a game. Ellie Argyle, 8 points a game. Violet Taylor, 6 points a game. Haiti Pugmire, 11 points a game to lead the Rebels. And Hannah Scott, 6 points a game. This has been your Snow College pregame report as we get set. We will be an interesting game. This first day, Tyler, they matchups, this 16 versus 1. They don't match up very well typically on paper. Anything can happen.
Yeah, and this Rich team is so well-rounded, and it's when you have teams that are so dominant throughout the regular season like Rich is, and then you get to the state tournament, you just hope that you can try to throw them off from their identity. So we'll see what the Lions can do to mix things up on them, and hopefully they can get this, for them, they can get this Rich Rebel team on their heels.
Rich coach is Cody Lundgren, and ICS's coach, Shannon Lusk. Should be in the infamous words of Rod Seiert, of all the games we've ever watched, this will be one of them.
It will be one of them.
So set to tip for Rich, it is Darlene Peterson, and for ICS, it's Elaine Lunsford. Tip comes to ICS. Cross-court pass. That's a risky pass, but it gets there. Right high post. Shot up by Smith. Not shot, but three-point up won't go. Rebound right side. Argyle. Outlet pass. Nice pass ahead. So they hit they hit Tingy, and then she passes it back to Haiti Pugmire, who's on the break for the basket. I'll get these names down in just a second.
A lot of names in a day to go through with all these schools. Early on, you can see why Rich is so effective and why they are the top-ranked team in the state. Active defensively, and then the ball movement just on that first possession. It's rare to see that good of ball movement.
ICS comes out in a man defense, and Rich is just working it around the perimeter. Long three for Peterson, and a putback by Pugmire. Pass is high and over the head of Lunsford, out of bounds. It's days like this that I wish I had my transition glasses so that I could see the numbers on the floor and then see my paper when I look down.
Get a see-through paper.
Yeah. Tingy, right wing to Peterson. High post, Pugmire. Peterson. Pull-up jumper baseline line for Taylor. Won't go. Rebound pulled down by number 23, McKenna Stoddard. Leading scorer. She shoots the three well. 21 threes on the season for Stoddard. Probably want to get a hand up in her face as it's knocked out of bounds by Pugmire.
ICS's jersey is a little harder to see. We ran into that same problem with Monument Valley last game.
Nice baseline jumper up and good for Stoddard, I believe. Nope, Warner. Rebecca Warner. I saw the 4 and I don't know what I saw. The numbers aren't even the same. I don't know what I was looking at. Sideline, right side, Stoddard. Skip pass up top. Looks to hand it off. It's Warner at the high post. Smith. Deep three, got it. McKenna Stoddard from Bryce Canyon City on that Bryce Canyon City 3.
That was behind all 3 lines and nothing but nylon.
Dribble drive, penetration from the right wing. Tylee Tingy scores. Rich in like a 2-2-1 full court trap. That was back court because she got possession on the right-hand side of the court and then stepped forward across. And a foul. It should have been back court. It wasn't because it wasn't called.
That's a good rebound by Ellie Menning. She didn't have position. She was boxed out, but she reached over, didn't go over the back, and was able to pull it around and earns a trip to the free throw line.
Legacy Ace Hardware free throw off the mark.
The Lions got down 4-0 quick, but they answered back with 5 straight. So far, just 3 minutes in, but they've done a good job proving that they can hang with the Rebels.
Left side for Tingy. Pass down low, knocked away, picked up, and a turnover by the Rebels. Almost taken back away by Taylor. Pass ahead, shot up, and a foul. So interesting, on defense, a couple of these possessions, and on offense, Rebels just a little bit out of sync. ICS inbounds, shot up from the elbow, won't go. Rebound, great job by Lunsford. Jump ball, possession will be Rebel ball.
It's been the Lions early who have come up with or been fighting for a lot of those loose balls, and that's kind of what's been able to keep them around. If you're going up against a team that on paper, they're the 1 seed, you're the 16 seed, you got to beat them in the hustle categories.
Nice pass in. Won't go as the shot was put up by Pugmire. Rebound and an outlet pass for ICS. At the high post, that's Manning. Peterson. Taylor. Oh, nice dish down to Pugmire on the baseline. Blocked from behind. Kicked out to the top. 18-footer won't go for the Rebels. So ICS dodges another bullet. Rich Rebels have been stuck on 6 for a while. 6-5. Long 3 off the back iron hard. Rebound Peterson. 3:30 to go in the first. 6-5 Rebels. And almost and one as Haiti Pugmire on the baseline got that shot up and it rolled off the rim.
Rich does a great job at not stalling with the ball. When one player gets it, they're immediately moving the ball. It gets the defense, having to switch and rotate, and that can cause some confusion. They haven't been able to capitalize and score on some of those possessions, but they do a great job at rotating it. This time it leads to free throws.
Both Legacy Ace Hardware free throws off the mark, saved in, and picked up by ICS. That was great hustle by Wallentine.
Another tie-up. This time the Lions keep it.
So it's been 2.5 minutes. We've been stuck on 6 to 5 of clock time. Been a lot longer than that in real time, but in 2.5 minutes of the game. Pass at the low block and one. Great entry pass, and then the foul on Wallentine.
And 2 of the 3 field goals for the Lions have come immediately off a baseline out of bounds. It was Wanner who hit the baseline jumper, and then that time immediately on the inbounds play, they find Lunsford for the and one.
And Lunsford, as she does a little jump shot on the foul line, on the Legacy Ace Hardware foul line, for a foul shot, she crosses that line and gets a lane violation. Wallentine, Peterson. Pass inside. Pugmire's fouled. Is that Argyle?
Argyle will go to the free throw line.
See, I took my glasses off so I could see my paper to write down and read the names better. Now I can't see a 1 out there. It's a 4.
Either short distance or long distance.
Yeah, I'm in bad shape. Scott's into the game for the Rebels. She came in for Pugmire. Makes the first, misses the second. Picked up by Lunsford, and she's fouled. Did she miss both of those? Oh, yeah, because it was 6. Yep.
And Rich nearly came up with the offensive rebound on the free throw. Just took a weird bounce, and it was Lunsford who was able to get it and had daylight in front of her. Earns another trip to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
That time she didn't leave her feet. She rolled up onto her toes and didn't jump and makes the free throw. Pugmire back into the game for the Rebels. Little hard off of the back iron. Misses the second. 2:38 to go in the first. Taylor on that last penetration dribbles. Oh, nice pass. Trying to get it down into Peterson. Knocked out of bounds. They say by Lunsford. But Violet Taylor, she dribbles clear across court over here and then reverse dribbles and crashes to the glass. Just trying to get that lane. Pugmire with, who's defending her, number 20, Manning, all over her, gets that entry pass, and then the shot gets blocked. Right side to Lusk. Manning. Pass taken, or dribble taken away by Taylor. Taylor on the breakaway. Gets it up. Won't go. Rebound loose. Picked up. Blocked. Peterson
hustle
left
from the
wing.
Lions.
Pass not touched, and it goes out of bounds.
Rich had multiple opportunities down low, but the Lions making it tough. Getting hands up in the way, caused a few block shots.
Coach Lundgren wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. This is 1A State Championship Basketball on 1aball.com.
National Park is celebrating its 100th anniversary with concerts, festivals, and events throughout the year. Start making plans now to join us for this once-in-a-lifetime celebration at brycecanyon.org.
State Championship basketball brought to you by SUU on Team Hive Live and 1A on KTTA 8.1. A takeaway, nice pass ahead, and it's tipped by the Rebels, and it comes back to Stoddard, and she puts it up and in. So she almost passed that to herself, kind of, as it's tipped by the Rebels. And 10-6, 4-point lead for ICS. The Rebels have been stuck on 6 for about 4 minutes, Tyler.
Yeah, ICS been active defensively, and each time Rich gets it inside and thinks they're going to have a clean look, ICS is there to crash.
Tingy bounce pass down inside and a foul as they pass that inside to Scott. You know, this can be one of those trap games. You know, you come in, you're ranked number 1. You're playing the number 16 seed. It's like, oh, you know, it's easy for a team mentally to kind of underestimate, maybe not be mentally prepared enough.
And these two teams, they both come from Region 22, so this is the third time that they've played. And if you look at the last matchup on January 21st, Rich came out and it was 14-1 after the first quarter. So completely different script from the last time these two teams played. And you know, Rich, maybe they're coming out and say, hey, we beat these guys twice already. And the Lions are coming out with more energy.
Absolutely. Lanford loses the handle out of bounds, be Rebel ball. So 10-8. That's the 6th turnover in this first quarter for ICS. Taylor passes it in to Scott at the high post at the foul line. Taylor has the ball knocked away, chases it down. Blocked out of bounds. I'll tell you what, the speed of McKenna Stoddard on that defensive play, she looked like she was going to be beat, but she recovers and swats that ball.
That's her second block on the recovery that is, it's not just your, hey, barely get a hand on it, that she's blocked him with some authority, and both of them looked like she was out of the play.
They say it's foul on the ground.
Shot clock turned off.
Olivia Frazee into the game for the Lions. Or the foul was on Frazee. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. 3-point or long 2 up, won't go. Rebound tipped. Picked up out of there. I'll tell you, ICS is just absolutely winning on the hustle plays. There's a takeaway by the Rebels and a reach-in foul by Stoddard.
Probably a good foul. There's only 5 seconds left in the quarter, and Rich probably could have made it in time for a wide-open layup, but this will make it tough to get anything going, set in the half court in 5 seconds.
Yeah, I agree. This 5 seconds, but with someone as quick as Taylor, she dribbles right. One too many passes, got it up, but not in time. That's going to do it for the first quarter. 10-8. You are watching 1A State Championship basketball on 1aball.com.
If you've ever visited Bryce Canyon National Park, you know that it's nothing short of magical. Recognizing the need to protect such a place, the Bryce Canyon Association was created more than 60 years ago to help provide funding for the park. And this year, as we celebrate Bryce's 100th anniversary as a national treasure, we invite you to be a part of the Bryce Canyon Association by making a donation, be it small or large. Together, we ensure that Bryce Canyon National Park stays magical.
Worried you'll never get your degree because it's just too expensive? Meet the Finish Line Scholarship at SUU. Up to 100% tuition funding for 4 semesters on us. Apply for the Finish Line Scholarship today. An extraordinary education. Anytime, anywhere.
What many are calling the best country music dinner show anywhere. Nightly at Bryce Canyon's Ebenezer's Barn and Grill. Live music with some of Nashville's best musicians and singers.
I got a feeling called the blues. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
A show that walks you through the history of country music and the history of Bryce Canyon.
Hell of a place to lose a cat.
The show runs every night. That's right, every night, from April to October. Get your tickets now at Ebenezer'sBarnandGrill.com.
Welcome back to second quarter action from the Sevier Valley Center. A three-point shot on the way from the Rebels won't go. This presentation of 1A State Championship basketball is brought to you by the Bryce Canyon Association and a blocking foul. So the little shimmy shake, Hannah Scott goes down, tripped up on her own feet, and then the blocking foul is going to be on number 15, Tylee Tingy.
Looked like it may have been an ankle breaker, but it wasn't. Just trip over your own feet.
Pass inbounds to Warner. And alternating possession will go to the Rebels. No, I was going to say the Rebels had it at the quarter. And it didn't change, so it should be ICS.
The first 8 minutes, the Lions take a 2-point lead, help settle things down. You come into the state tournament facing the best team in 1A by the seeding, and you take a lead. That's got to do a lot for your confidence and momentum, just knowing that you can hang with the Rebels.
Yeah, for sure. And right now it's anybody's game. And in fact, ICS kind of has the momentum. Little dribble drive down the paint. And that's one right there. If Wilson takes that charge, she probably gets it, but she just steps back from it, so it's an easy no call. But Stoddard was driving down the paint, and there's a lot of contact on that shot.
Good move inside. That's a strong finish. Haiti Pugmire, she's already got 6 points to lead the way for Rich.
Pugmire having a great game.
And the thing about ICS in the first quarter and so far to this point is it's not like it was a fluky lead that they've done. They've just done it on good defense, executed on offense. It hasn't been, fluke plays that have caused them to get the lead. They just made shots and got stops when they needed to.
Shot up, won't go. Pass picked up by Pugmire. Dribble left side by Pugmire. Needs help, kicks it out top. Pugmire, bounce pass back inside. Banks it in. Tylee Tingy.
Similar to the finish Pugmire just had. They both got it, around the center of the key, turn and use it off glass. Good finishes.
Darlene Peterson comes in with a reach, kind of knocking that ball away. That's her second foul.
And when you're posting up, like the Rebels did on those last 2 possessions with Tingy and Pugmire, and you turn towards the middle, it's hard to use the glass. That's a tough angle to go from. Normally, if you're on the block, it's much easier if you turn towards the side. You can use that glass, but they've done it from the middle of the paint.
Free throw off the mark. Rebound Rebels. Tingy inside to Pugmire. Ball loose. Picked up in the corner, knocked out of bounds by Tingy. Hey, we'll take this quick break in the action to ask you a little Fab Rats trivia. So Fab Rats, a YouTube channel, family-friendly, fun entertainment. So here's your Fab Rats question. Answer us Send your answer to uhsslive@gmail.com. What is their cameraman's name? Little baseline jumper up and good. Who made that?
It's Bryn Smith.
Bryn Smith.
Shooter's touch. Quickly the other way. Rebels get 2 more.
Who made that one, Austin? I was writing down the first one. Taylor Tingy. Tingy with that basket. Bounce pass inside. Shot up, won't go. Rebound loose. Tied up. Possession will be through the Rebels this time. So email us at UHSSLive, the name of the Fab Rats cameraman. This is going to be, that's kind of a tough question if you don't know. So may have to look out. Last week they had an episode. He was teaching them how to do snow recoveries. Pass taken away and then out of bounds. ICS had the ball for a second, and then Lunsford lost it out of bounds.
Fab Rats questions are getting progressively more difficult as the day goes on.
There's a bunch of easy ones in there too, but that's a little more difficult when you're going to have to learn or look it up. At the high post, bounce pass to the low post to Scott. Great defense, little jumper by Taylor, won't go. She gets her own rebound. To Peterson, baseline drive, kick across the paint. Back out, Tingy short. That's going to go out of bounds. "30-second timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. This is 1A State Championship Basketball on 1aball.com.
You're with a team of researchers from the University of Utah, studying the effects of climate change in our environment. You're using this thing called a thermal cycler to take some readings. Then you think, wait.
I'm only a freshman.
We call that Utah Fresh. Do real-world research. Go learn abroad. Join an on-campus living and learning group. It's a fresh take on the freshman experience. Only at the U.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
This presentation of 1A Championship Basketball brought to you by Dr. Rob Barrick Dental on KSLSports.com. These games being simulcast on KSLSports.com, TeamHive.live, KTTA 8.1, and 1aball.com. So off the turnover, Tingy inbounds, Taylor, Peterson drives, baseline jumper blocked, and a rebound pulled down by Stoddard. She gets it out to Lunsford, and a foul on Tingy.
1-and-1 free throws.
And Lunsford's slow to get up. At the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line, Lunsford makes the first. Cuts the lead back down to 1. Opportunity to tie it up.
Looks like the officials checking to see if she has maybe some blood on her hands. Nothing found. They'll let her continue with the free throw.
That one's short. Yeah, the little jump in her shot, kind of her energy went up instead of forward for the shot. It was a little different. Her mechanics were a little different on that shot than the first one. Tingy hands to Peterson. Comes off the screen, bounce pass, or pass in the paint down. Rebound taken away by Stoddard. Bounce pass ahead. Tries to keep her foot planted and can't quite do it. So Stoddard gets it across to number 15, Lusk. And Lusk unable to kind of get her momentum stopped to get the good look at the basket. Peterson looks in. Nice job coming off the screen. Gets it up and in. Haiti Pugmire. Half-court pass ahead. That's going to go out of bounds off the hands of Menning, out of bounds.
That's back-to-back possessions for the Rebels where they've run a half-court offense and got a great look. The first one, it was baseline, got a great look at a layup miss, but that last one they get Pugmire posted up.
Taylor bounce pass right wing. Peterson pulls up. High bounce won't go. The workhorse Pugmire, 10 points. That one off of offensive rebound. Excuse me, I got the hiccups.
Pugmire and Tingy are the only two Rebels that have made a field goal in this game.
And another turnover. That's 3 consecutive turnovers. Hard screen from Tingy on Lusk as Tingy set up to clear her teammate. Tingy for 3 in the corner won't go. Rebound pass across the paint. This is a nice look. Taylor gets it on the right side. She bounce passes it across the paint to Pugmire. And Pugmire will go to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
This is an important final stretch for ICS. In the previous 2 matchups with Rich, it hasn't been close at halftime. The first one, ICS was actually leading after the first quarter, but Rich outscored them 20-5 in the second quarter to go up by 14 at halftime. So, a few points, if one team can go on a little run to end this half, it could blossom to a double-digit lead or, make it a one-possession game going into halftime. This will be a big 2-minute stretch.
So Pugmire makes 1 of 2, I think, right?
Yep.
And another, that's 4 consecutive turnovers. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching 1A State Championship Basketball on 1aball.com.
Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games is Utah's premier sporting event. The games are hosted by Southern Utah University, and we invite you to be part of the action. Register today and compete in a variety of events, from barrel racing, skeet shooting, basketball, track, arm wrestling, long-range rifle and pistol shooting, ultimate frisbee, horseshoes, swimming, and so much more. Find your event and register today at utahsummergames.org.
Welcome back to this presentation of Championship Basketball, brought to you by Bryce Canyon Association on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Bryce Canyon Association's got a great event going June 8th. Piano Guys, it's Bryce Canyon National Park's 100th anniversary. Nice pass from the high post to the low post, but better defense as Argyle steps in and takes the ball away. We still have our Fab Rats trivia question out there, Tyler. Who is the camera guy for the Fab Rats? Peterson for 3. Got it. Bryce Canyon City 3. Darlene Peterson, her first points of the game, and leads out to 9, and a 6th consecutive turnover. 6 straight possessions, and Tingy gets it on the backside and lays it in.
What a find. Peterson with a great look inside, all the way from above the three-point line on a rope.
16-3 run for Rich in the second period.
It's been turnovers that have flipped this game upside down.
The pressure, that defense from the Rebels as they get another one on kind of a blocked shot. So email us who the cameraman is for Fab Rats at uhsslive@gmail. Nice pass inside. Argyle off the inlet. And another takeaway by the Rebels. Austin was talking earlier about lack of turnovers. Great assist down to Pugmire. She has 9 points in the second quarter. Timeout again on the floor. This is 1A State Championship Basketball on 1aball.com.
Mesa Studios of Penguins is your local source for personalized and custom printed products. From wholesale items for your gift shop to custom framed or gallery wrapped canvas pictures, we have you covered. Contact us at 435-618-0014.
Bryce Canyon National Park. Seeing it in person is nothing short of magical. And this year, as we celebrate Bryce's 100th anniversary as a protected national treasure, there's no better time to take in some of that magic. There'll be concerts, festivals, and other events throughout the year. So start making plans now to join us for this once-in-a-lifetime celebration. For more information, visit brycecanyon.org.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
This state championship basketball brought to you by Windy Mesa Studio on TeamHive.live and KTTA 8.1. 11 straight turnovers by ICS have led the Rebels out to a 15-point lead, and there's 12 straight turnovers. The defense and pressure from the Rebels has just wreaked havoc on ICS.
Shannon Lusk, she's used 2 timeouts in the last about 3 minutes trying to figure it out. They got off to such a great start, led by 2 at the end of the first quarter, but just haven't been able to take care of the ball. She's trying to figure out what will work.
6 seconds to go in the first half. ICS needs to get a shot up. They're not going to, so just court awareness there gives them basically another turnover. You are watching at the half, Rich Rebels 28, ICS Lions 13. We'll be back for the SUU halftime report after this.
Bryce Canyon National Park. Seeing it in person is nothing short of magical. And this year, as we celebrate Bryce's 100th anniversary as a protected national treasure, there's no better time to take in some of that magic. There'll be concerts, festivals, and other events throughout the year. So start making plans now to join us for this once-in-a-lifetime celebration. For more information, visit brycecanyon.org.
You're in Paris with a group from the University of Utah, studying intellectual traditions, like Rene Descartes, who said, "I think, therefore I am." So deep. Then it suddenly hits you.
I'm only a freshman.
We call that Utah Fresh. Do real-world research. Go learn abroad. Join an on-campus living team. Yes, our freshman experience is refreshingly different. Only at the U.
Welcome out to the Southern Utah University halftime report. Come soar with us at SUU. Check them out at suu.edu. As you watch the Rich Rebels dance for your halftime entertainment, we will give you some stats and a little bit of report on the first half. It's really a tale of 2 quarters. First quarter ended 10-8 ICS. Second quarter ends 28-13, a 19-3 run by the Rebels.
Yeah, and it really didn't start until the second half of the second quarter, where it was, like a one-possession game about midway through the second quarter, and then Rich just turned it on defensively, causing turnovers. ICS only able to get up 8 shots in the first half.
And almost all of those but one came in the first quarter.
Yeah, they had 1 field goal in the second quarter, a Bryn Smith jump shot. Other than that, it was the Haiti Pugmire show in the second quarter. And Tylee Tingy, they combined for 15 points in the second quarter.
Yeah, and it really stems from the defense of the Rebels. The Rebels, it was turnovers were really even. It was like ICS had 4 or 5 and the Rebels had 6. And then all of a sudden, Rich changed the defense, and boom, 18 turnovers in that first half. So 15 turnovers off the press from the Rebels. This has been your Southern Utah University halftime report. Come and soar with us at SUU, suu.edu. We'll be back for second half action after this.
SUU is located within a 5-hour drive of more than 20 national parks and monuments, which is why SUU is trademarked the University of the Parks. SUU's incredible location and connection to the outdoors is ultimately what brought me to campus. My professors are great at teaching us concepts and connecting them to the real world. At SUU, we literally have the world's best backyard. Come see it yourselves.
Imagine a cool winter sunrise with the sound of skates gliding across smooth ice, adding to the soundtrack of winter in Bryce, with the unveiling of the Bryce Canyon Ice Ribbon. The Ice Ribbon offers a meandering path with music echoing through the pines. Ruby's Inn provides crowd-pleasing activities that include ice skating, snowshoeing, and cross-country skiing, with equipment rentals on site. Book now at ruby'sinn.com.
Bryce Canyon National Park. Seeing it in person is nothing short of magical. And this year, as we celebrate Bryce's 100th anniversary as a protected national treasure, there's no better time to take in some of that magic. There'll be concerts, festivals, and other events throughout the year. So start making plans now to join us for this once-in-a-lifetime celebration. For more information, visit brycecanyon.org.
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit brycecanyoncityut.gov.
The Bryce Canyon Half Marathon course takes you through the iconic red rock that is abundant throughout Bryce Canyon country. Also enjoy the 5K or Color Me Fun run. Register today at brycecanyonhalfmarathon.com. Race scheduled for July 15th.
Are you tired of winter and ready to ride? We invite you to Bryce Canyon Mule Days 2023. Join us April 30th through May 6th in Tropic, Utah. There will be guided mule rides, vendors, food and fun, arena events, a Friday night concert featuring Bren Hill and Andy Nelson, and the premier Chrome in the Canyon Mule Sale on Saturday, May 6th. Learn more at brycecanyonmuledays.com, and we will see you there.
Haven't finished your degree, but want to? Meet the Finish Line Scholarship at SUU. Up to 100% tuition funding for 4 semesters on us. Apply for the Finish Line Scholarship today. An extraordinary education, anytime, anywhere.
Hey, this is Dr. Rob Barrick, the smile artist located here in Cedar City. If you've ever wanted a new smile, but something's been holding you back, I'd love to spend a minute with you and just answer your questions. If you go to my website, you can set up a free 15-minute video phone call with me where we can just talk about it. The next step is also free. You'd come in and we'd actually design your smile together right there in the chair, print it out, and have you snap it in and give it a test run before doing the actual veneers. To check out my smile portfolio, visit drrobdental.com.
Fab Rats is an entertaining YouTube channel based in beautiful southern Utah. Paul, Michelle, and the crew showcase major and minor fabrication builds, off-road adventures, family fun, and much more. Check them out on YouTube and subscribe today.
Just like we mend it now. All right.
You're on this campus business team that lives and works together at the University of Utah. Your team has come up with this cool new ski rack. For real, it's going to market. Then you say to yourself, hold on, sports fans.
I'm only a freshman.
We call that Utah Fresh. Do real-world research. Go learn abroad. Join a campus living team. Yes, our freshman experience is refreshingly different. Only at the U.
The Gifts from Grady Foundation Charity Poker Run will be held April 22nd. For registration rules and regulations, go to giftsfromgrady.com. Raising awareness about organ donation, one tiny donor at a time, in honor of Grady Boy.
Love cheese? We do too. Come join our team with a generous benefit package and starting wages over $18 an hour. Are you ready to be an employee owner? Great Lakes Cheese in Fillmore is ready for you. Grow with the largest natural cheese packer in the nation. Full-time positions available for every shift. Apply online at GreatLakesCheese.com. Again, that's GreatLakesCheese.com. Wishing all athletes good luck in the tournaments and eat more cheese.
Bryce Canyon National Park is celebrating its 100th anniversary. Start making plans now to join us. For more information, visit brycecanyon.org.
SUU is truly dedicated to the students as they help each to succeed in their academic and career endeavors and have the college experience they've always dreamed of.
SUU prepares their students for their futures after graduation.
The hands-on learning you'll get through any of our programs will set you on the right path for future success.
College is for you. Not only can you make it work, but college can be the best time of your life.
No matter what your chosen field of study is, you'll be given opportunities for professional advancement and excellence at SUU.
Legacy Ace Hardware and Sporting Goods, 159 North Main in Panguitch. Come in and visit us for all your hardware and sporting good needs. Legacy Ace Hardware, proudly supporting Utah High School athletics.
You like car shows? Well, let's supersize it, as trucks from all over come for you to enjoy at the Panguitch Truck Show. It's a family fun event on the 4th of July weekend. Friday night is the light show on Panguitch Main Street from 8 to 10:30. Saturday, the show will be at the Panguitch City Park from 10 to 4. Truck registration is $75. We support all the truck drivers that make our communities better. We wish all teams success.
So, folks, we got a winner. Welcome back. Welcome back to Sevier Valley Center. You're watching 1A State Championship Basketball, brought to you by the Bryce Canyon Mule Days. Chrome and the Canyon Mule Sale. A great weekend event coming up this spring down in Tropic. We've got a winner for the Fab Rats Trivia, Maddie Leffler. Great job. The answer is Hunter Cox. We'll accept his first name, Hunter. The Fab Rats, check him out on YouTube. The entertaining, family-friendly, fun YouTube channel. As we get set, it's ICS ball for the second half, or to start the second half. 3 on the way, rims off. Rebound, Cole that's not Cole, that's Argyle for the Rebels. Taylor yo-yos, dribbles right, pass into the corner to Tingy. Tingy looks. Peterson tried to cut back doors, cut off well by ICS. Peterson may have got away with a little bit of, not Peterson, Taylor could have got away with a little double dribble. And the ball never lies, as then it comes down to Lunsford's hands.
Yeah, ICS trying to get the first basket and get the momentum back in the second half. Shannon Lusk had her hands full at halftime, I'm sure, trying to figure out how they can, take those last 4 minutes of the first half, put them behind them, and get a little bit more clean offensively.
Deep 3 up and off the front iron. Shot was up by Stoddard, and then a rebound by Warner. Warner, I'm not sure. I apologize for a mispronunciation. Jump ball, possession, ICS. No, Rebels.
Hannah Scott comes in for Rich. Sends Peterson to the bench.
Dribble, pass right side. Inside to Scott. Then Pugmire won't go. Rebound, Menning. Menning doing a great job in there on the glass, picking up the boards. Stoddard yo-yos, dribbles left, pulls up for 3, off the iron. Rebound, Pugmire for the Rebels. Outlet pass ahead. Little 10-foot jumper from the elbow, won't go, but rebound left side. Argyle, she's fouled. She'll take a trip to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. It's not very far from where she was to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Legacy Ace Hardware there in Panguitch. What a great addition to the area down there. Great hardware store. They've got camping, hunting, fishing supplies, and just about anything you need hardware. So it's been nice to have. Argyle missed her first. We were entertained in the first half by the Rich Rebel band. They're packing up in a hurry because the boys' game's starting next over at the high school, so they have to hurry and break down and go set back up.
They don't want to stick around, see if it gets close.
Pass down to the low block, shot up, and a foul as Warner reaches in or gets a rebound foul. Still no score 2 minutes into the third. 28-13. Right side, little jumper for Pugmire, won't go. Rebound chased down by ICS.
A slow start to the second half. It seems like Rich has backed off a little bit of the pressure that they were applying at the end of the first half. Slows the game down a little bit.
Foul on the backside. That's the second foul on Violet Taylor. Pass inbounds taken away by Pugmire. Bounce pass across the key to Tingy, and she's blocked. That's got to be 3 or 4 blocks for Stoddard. I know it's 3, but maybe it's 4. She's been great.
And they've been some pretty emphatic blocks as well.
Long 2 for Tingy.
She removes the lid from the basket that both teams have had. First points of the second half.
Yeah, 3 minutes into the second half. Stoddard passes ahead and out of bounds. It goes off the hands of Smith. Again, this press is just dominating. Rebels' press is dominating ICS.
We're going on about 8 minutes of scoreless basketball for the Lions. They only had 1 field goal in the second quarter and nothing here in the third quarter.
A rebound by ICS. Coach Lundgren's yelling, hey, get back here. Rebels are wanting to get that ball, take it away. But you don't want to reach in, foul underneath the other team, under your basket when the other team's going the other way. There's great defense there by Pugmire, standing straight up. Pass ahead to Scott, lays it up. Blocked again by Stoddard.
Another block. It shows her athleticism and her ability to just be in the right position. She's not necessarily the tallest girl out there, but her ability to be in the right spot and stick in the play is why she's coming away with all these blocks.
Yeah, and she makes great, her recovery is awesome. Even if they get a step ahead, she's recovering and getting that position and getting the shot blocked. And a foul on the shot. Never mind. At the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line, Warner. Shot up, good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Maybe that'll break the ice on that basket.
Yeah, they need something to keep it moving.
That was truly nothing but the bottom of the net. It barely moved as it went through. Pretty shot. Crossover, dribble left to right. Taylor bounce pass in the corner to Wilson. Taylor comes down the right side. Gets the shot up. Shot won't go. Rebound loose. And strong rebound that time by Warner. Pass down low. Baseline, gets it off. Lunsford, ball's knocked out of bounds, last touch by ICS.
It was a good pass from the knees. Got caught in a tough spot and found Lunsford, but too many hands fighting down there for the ball, knocked out of bounds. 23 turnovers for the Lions.
Crossover, dribble right. Wilson gets a pass down into Scott, and then Scott's fouled as she tries to pass it back to Wilson in the corner. Oh, they missed the opportunity there as Taylor cuts right, then left. But they still get it into Hannah Scott, and she gets fouled on the shot. That's a big foul for ICS. That is McKenna Stoddard's fourth foul. She's their leading scorer, their leading three-point shooter.
Stoddard had 18 of the 24 points when these two teams met on January 21st. She hit 3 threes, so big source of offense for the Lions. And with her having to take a breather with foul trouble, we'll have to see other girls step up.
Free throws both made by Hannah Scott. Brings into the game Bryn Smith. Menning to Smith. Pass is taken away. Scott on the break, loses the handle, and it's picked up by Stahl. Jump ball possession, ICS. Pass taken away by Taylor, and a foul.
It's been over 10 minutes of basketball since the Lions have made a field goal. They've had 3 free throws, but just haven't been able to really set anything up. Has a great inbounds pass and find.
Wow. That was a great job by Violet Taylor. She cuts backside from the defense, catches it right in stride, and is set up by a great pass. Again, passes high and taken away by the Rebels. Wallentine. Full court pass ahead to Wilson. Got it in. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. This is 1A State Championship Basketball on 1aball.com.
Bryce Canyon National Park is celebrating its 100th anniversary with concerts, festivals, and events throughout the year. Start making plans now to join us for this once-in-a-lifetime celebration at brycecanyon.org. If you've ever visited Bryce Canyon National Park, you know that it's nothing short of magical. Recognizing the need to protect such a place, the Bryce Canyon Association was created more than 60 years ago to help provide funding for the park. And this year, as we celebrate Bryce's 100th anniversary as a national treasure, we invite you to be a part of the Bryce Canyon Association by making a donation, be it small or large. Together, we ensure that Bryce Canyon National Park stays magical.
This state championship basketball brought to you by Fab-Rats, family-friendly YouTube. It's broadcast on KSLSports.com. 3 on the way, off the front iron. Rebound pulled down by Scott. Left side. Violet Taylor brings it back to the right. Bounce pass in. Wallentine for three. Bryce Canyon City three-pointer.
Good inside-out action. Hannah Scott got it on the post and found Wallentine outside.
And Scott tips that ball up in the air, and it's pulled down by Taylor. Taylor across the paint off the dribble. Missed shot, but Taylor almost got it back. Then it's picked up by ICS. Then Taylor knocks it away from backside. Wallentine brings it up the right, gets ahead of the defender, dribbles off her foot. A little bit of contact on the back by Stahl. Number 14 into the game, Sage Lundgren for the Rebels. Lydia Frazee and Kendrick Lusk in for ICS.
Meadow Stahl has also recently checked in, getting her first look at the floor.
Lunsford gets it out, shot up, won't go from Smith. Wallentine, bounce pass down to Scott, back up top, three on the way, got it, Sage Lundgren.
The fifth different Rebel to score this quarter.
And two Bryce Canyon City threes from two different players. And Rich Rebels extending that lead in a hurry, 42-15 on a 34-5 run.
Hard to believe ICS was leading 10-8 after the first quarter, and they were looking really good, and the Rich defense turned it up.
That was a great adjustment defensively by Coach Lundgren. And a foul. On Tylee Tingy. At the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line, Lunsford makes her first. 11 seconds to go on the third. That one's off the mark. Rebound Wilson for Rich. Scott. Wilson does a great job sealing. Scott misses the layup and the rebound ICS. That's going to do it for the third quarter. You're watching 1A State Championship basketball on 1aball.com.
Worried you'll never get your degree because it's just too expensive? Meet the Finish Line Scholarship at SUU. Up to 100% tuition funding for 4 semesters on us. Apply for the Finish Line Scholarship today. An extraordinary education. Anytime, anywhere.
What many are calling the best country music dinner show anywhere. Nightly at Bryce Canyon's Ebenezer's Barn and Grill. Live music with some of Nashville's best musicians and singers.
I got a feeling called the blues. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
A show that walks you through the history of country music and the history of Bryce Canyon.
Hell of a place to lose a cat.
The show runs every night. That's right, every night from April to October. Get your tickets now at Ebenezer'sBarnandGrill.com.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
This state championship basketball brought to you by Bryce Canyon City on TeamHive.live and KTTA 8.1. Fourth quarter action coming to you from the Sevier Valley Center. The Rich Rebels 42-16 lead over ICS Lions. Inlet pass to the low block, shot up and missed by Argyle. ICS takes it the other way. Three on the way, off the front of the iron. With her 4 fouls, they bring Madison McKenna Stoddard back into the game. It starts the fourth quarter. Lundgren tries to answer and misses. Rebound chased down by Wilson. Lundgren up top. Passes to the high post, reverse pivot. Argyle looks one way, goes the other, and she's fouled.
Looks like it'll be back-to-back years that Rich knocks ICS out of the tournament in the first round. They played.
Oh, they played last year in the
played
first
a
round?
year ago. Rich got the best of them, 55-26, and then they went on to the semifinals. So Rich hoping they could, start the tournament, start a run, and get past the semifinals this year. But good start for them.
Absolutely. And the Rich Rebels are a solid team. Rebound put back up and in by Peterson. Three-pointer on the way from Stoddard, hard off the back iron. Rebound loose. Lunsford chases it down. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lunsford.
And that's pretty unique. You get two teams coming from the same region playing each other in the first round of the playoffs 2 years in a row.
Yeah,
so
that's really ironic.
They're seeing a lot of each other over the last 2 seasons.
Yes, sir. That's great research. That's impressive. Digging up the Lundgren. Elizabeth just said, Tyler, you did more work right there than I do all year looking up stats and information.
It's the beauty of a laptop and
and me not giving you a chance to get anything in color. So you're like, well, I'll just search this stuff up. I'll try to add something. At the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line, misses both. Oh, she had 2 and 1, huh? Oh, it was 1 and 1. See, I'm like lost. I'm not afraid to admit it, though.
It gets confusing keeping track of everything. How many free throws? 1 and 1 and 1. Trying to do research.
Get Austin and Ozzy and Elizabeth talking in your ears at the same time. I appreciate their help. They do a great job. Ozzy on the stats and Elizabeth on the TriCaster.
Great crew to work with.
It's number 31 into the game for Rich, and I don't have her number. Cass Argyle. Look at you go, Austin. Oh, yes, I do have her there. She's the... Wow.
The research paying off.
Elizabeth's research. Nice dribble drive, penetration. Kylie Tingy, 12 points in the game. 47-16. Rich with Tingy. Oh, nice pass down. So Rich up 47-16, 31-point lead. They have Haley Pugmire, Taylor Tingy, Darlene Peterson, Cass Argyle, and they just brought number 42 in, Hatch. The last time the ICS scored a 2-point basket was in the second quarter. 4 minutes into the second quarter, they scored their last 2-point field goal.
And really up to that point, it was anybody's game. The first 12 minutes were competitive.
Stoddard rims around and in.
There you go. Break the streak.
Broke the streak. Thank you, McKenna Stoddard. She's a great little ball player. Fun to watch. Pass down low, shot up, won't go.
Ooh.
Hard fall. And the officials stopped. So that was, number
Olivia Frazee.
Yeah, so Frazee, she goes up for the rebound, and she comes down. Her feet are kind of sticking out. She just lands right on her tailbone, it looked like.
You could hear her hit the ground all the way up here. It was a pretty hard fall, and just, everything just wasn't able to get her feet under her. Good to see her back up and walking on her own.
I did that once, and that might have been the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. I landed like that, and I'm telling you what, I just wanted to cry like a baby.
That's not fun. Good thing they got the padded seats over there on the bench.
Yeah. Bounce pass right side. Rebels go to the left. Hand it to the corner. Little floater for Wallentine. Rims off.
It's looking like Rich will await the winner of Manila and Panguitch up next, the 8-9 matchup.
Pass to the right side. Lunsford dribbles, Gills baseline off the glass, and one. Nice take by Elaine Lunsford.
ICS starting to get a little bit of that flow that they had in the first quarter.
High bounce and the soft roll falls in. So they give that foul to. So they gave that foul to Haiti Pugmire, who's not even on the floor right now.
That last foul.
Lunsford
and one.
Yeah, Lunsford and one.
She's racking up stats on the bench.
Poor Pugmire's getting fouls and she's not even in the game.
Hey, can you do that for my points while I'm on the bench?
Yeah.
Got a few of those baskets for me. She had enough points in the first half.
Yeah.
She had 13 at halftime.
Stoddard dribbles right, steps back, looks at the three. ICS 5 around the perimeter. Another dribble drive penetration and take for Lunsford. That one doesn't go. Pass ahead to Argyle. Out of bounds. Who'd you say the next game was? Panguitch and
Manila.
Manila. That could be an interesting game. That's the number 6 and number 9.
The 8-9.
Oh, 8-9, yeah, sorry.
8-9 matchup.
So, yeah, those two teams, that's going to be, I think that could be like one of the best games of the day in this gym. That 8-9 matchup, those two teams.
Both teams have 11 wins. Both score about 45 points a game, give up about 40, so evenly matched.
3 on the way from the left wing off the back iron. Rebound chased down. That's going to be back court as Frazee was off balance and kind of stuttered her feet and threw it back. Goes back court.
A couple of new faces came in just a second ago for ICS. Jenna Wanner, Audrey Cole. Also Aubrey Herpin.
Takeaway. Jump ball possession, Rich. 2:39 to go, 47-21, Rebels. As they get set in the other game, they're 20 seconds in, the Rich Rebels and the Wayne County Badgers. That's going to be, I think that'll be one of the best games of the day all together, boys and girls. It'll be on 8.2 or on the other channel on teamhive.live. So you got Wayne County and Rich Rebels boys starting off right now. Left side, back to the top.
Checking into the lineup for the Lions. Replacing Meadow Stahl, number 15, Kendrick Lusk.
Kendrick Lusk back into the game for ICS.
Good to see everybody get minutes at the end of this one for both teams.
Yeah, for sure. 3 on the way, good. Casey Wilson from downtown, from the Bryce Canyon City 3-point line. If you're looking for a fun weekend event, Bryce Canyon City, Ruby's Inn, they've got a brand new ice ribbon down there. So it's like a little course. You know, instead of just a rink, it's got a little... Casey Argyle with or Cass Argyle, I think, with the basket. 54-21. Another takeaway by the Rebels. Hang with us after the game for the Ruby's Inn postgame report and highlights. Also, this year we're doing something a little different. The highlights will all be uploaded, so like our page, Utah High School Sportscast on Facebook. If you like that, after in the evening we'll be uploading like the total game highlights, so it'll be like a recap. They'll be in order, kind of watch the recap, the highlights of the game, and it's kind of an awesome little thing. We used to upload those individually, and now, so you had to search individually. It was a little harder to find, but this would be a good game recap. 2-3 minutes, you can watch the highlights from the entire game. 1 minute to go, 54-21. Pass tipped away by Wilson. Left side, dribble drive, pass across the paint, shut up. Won't go, rebound, put up, blocked and fouled. So 5:30 to go in the first in the high school over there, and the boys, Rich 0, Wayne 3.
That's Olivia Frazee that got the rebound and goes to the free throw line. She's the one who fell just earlier in this quarter. Hard fall.
She's tougher than me.
Yeah, good to see. Yeah, good to see her be able to check back into the game. I'm sure it'll be sore tomorrow.
Yeah. She sets up about a foot off the foul line, sets her feet, shot hard off the back iron. Rebound Wilson for the Rebels.
She needed to go about another foot further, and it would have been perfect.
Yeah. Fouled, yeah. Fouled by Kendrick Lusk.
Another 1-and-1 situation.
From the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line, off the mark. Rebound ICS and another foul. Thought we were going to kind of get ahead of schedule here just a little bit. No, we're all way behind already. Next game will start at 2:30.
It was a pretty clean second half in the foul department until the last couple minutes. The last 30 seconds, we've had about 3 or 4 trips to the free throw line.
Lane violation. 38 seconds to go. Lob over the top to Cass Argyle. Lundgren.
Wilson's been waving her arms under the basket there for about 10 seconds.
She's like, hey, give me the shot basketball. Give me the rock. Three on the way from the left corner, won't go. Rebel rebound, spin, shot, and foul. Those nachos look good. I'm seeing someone walking underneath us over here with some nachos. I'm like, it must be after lunchtime.
Nachos and a churro.
Yeah. That rolls around and in. Hatch with the free throws from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Makes them both. Hatch 2 of 2 from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. 3 on the way. Short. 56-22 is your final. The Rebels advance to the quarterfinal game. We will be back in just a minute for the Rubies in postgame report and highlights.
Ruby Mason Studios in Cambridge is your local source for personalized and custom printed products. From wholesale items for your gift shop to custom framed or gallery wrapped canvas pictures, we have you covered. Contact us at 435-618-0014.